Hello, my friends. Coach B with an amazing program today. I think you've heard that before. Hello, Gatona. Joanna, good to see you. Amazing program today. Let those hearts fly. Holt, I want to talk to you today. Important. As always, it's important. Stephanie, thanks for sharing on Twitter. Gatona, thanks for inviting followers. Nancy is inviting followers. Kinder Duo, hey, back to you. Kim Cummins, I remember a Kim Cummins from someplace in Louisiana, but she promised she would call me, and I haven't eaten or slept since then. Hello, Laura from Cleveland. Stephanie, thank you so much. Kinder Duo shared on Twitter. Kim from Garland, Texas. Hello, Kim. Joanna Loftus, thank you very much. Sarah King. Rhonda, we had a great talk the other day. Hello back at you, Texas. Jay Valle, Deanna Rose. Robin from Edmond, Oklahoma. Robin, we had a great talk. Laura Rader. Laura, give me a call. Let's talk some more about Florida. Stephanie, hello back at you. My good friend Andre, also, we have to finish our chat. All I'm doing is just talking to people on the phone. I hope you're looking forward to your first conference. Thank you, Laura. Shelley, thanks so much. Julie, I'm going to make a tentative announcement today. Can't wait for conference information, says people. Helen from San Diego, this is so important. I'm taking off my glasses and the show hasn't even started. Here's the deal. We will make a tentative announcement today, but it looks like the conference attendance will be so jammed because we are in gratitude giving conference sites guaranteed slots. And last year we had over 400 people on the waiting list. You need a guaranteed admission, and today is your chance to win a guaranteed admission. Are you excited already? Yes, we are giving away guaranteed admissions today. Who's so excited to get a guaranteed admission to a free 3-day conference? Woo-hoo, says Christy Young. Oh, yeah, says Stephanie. Yes, indeed. Nancy is flipping out. Gimme, gimme, me from New York. Now, let me explain to you so that you can get ready for winning the free admission. And Kim, I know you're excited. You'll probably be on the front stage helping out. We're going to play a game. Towards the end of the webcast, a brand new game called Stump the Coach. You ask me any questions you want about whole brain teaching, about Beloved Rascals, about reading, writing. You try to stump me. Ask me a question about negotiating a second mortgage or doing root canals. I don't care what it's about, but if I think it's a great question that'll help other people, I will see to it that you will get a guaranteed admission. Listen to this. Yes, my friends, a guaranteed admission, not just for one, a guaranteed admission for 2 to our national conference if you come up with some great questions. Why am I doing this? Because I want to generate a big audience for our free giveaways, and this is our free giveaway Sunday show. Let me give away more stuff for free. That's all I ask. Is that asking too much? Laura Rader can't wait. Yeah, so that's the deal. Ask some great questions, and you win a free pass for 2 to either national convention. Oh, did I let something slip there? Did I say either? Does that mean there might be 2 national conventions? Well, it certainly doesn't mean there's going to be 10 national conventions. Thank you, Julie Dupree. Julie Dupree, you remain one of my all-time favorite people. Please do tell. All right, so here's the deal. Somebody already has a question in mind. Where are they? Kinder Duo, you're just going to have to wait sitting on the edge of your seat. Kinder Duo, I can see you and you're sitting back too far. Kinder Duo, up on the edge of your seat. All right, invite some friends. I've got 2 minutes to go before this incredible show. And not only that, not only the freebies, prayed about the conference. Thank you so much. Blizzard, I sent you an email. Call me after the show. Guaranteed. Need to talk to you, Blizzard. All right, now, what did you miss? Tahoe Girl, you missed everything. Now, not only that, yes, Jeannie, not only that, today's show is one of the best ever because I'm going to give you 100 free character education writing games. 100 of them today, free. I don't know where this stuff comes from, but man, it's just pouring down into my brain. I'm on fire today. 100 of them, yeah. 100 character education games, and nobody's ever seen them before. I've barely seen them. Smoley jokes, that's 6 hours. All right, we're going to let it pour. Here we go. We got 2 minutes to go. Invite some followers, tweet, call people on the phone, shout out the window. Hey, coach is on. We're going to win maybe 2 free passes to national conferences. You know what I'm saying? All right. 100 free games today. Thank you, Creative in First. Jeannie Ang, thank you so much. 100 free writing games today. Free passes to the national convention. And I'm going to say again, I guarantee you, it's going to be jammed. Limited seating. Lots of locals. We're guaranteeing a seat in gratitude for hosting the site. So it's not going to be come one, come all. It's going to be come all and a few get in. All right, here we go, my friends. We're going to have an amazing show today, only because you're there. You know, I don't sound like this all the time, except when I'm scoping to my buddies. We're buds. Here we go. All right, so 100 character education writing games today and a tantalizing announcement. Give me an ah and some stars. Thank you, Geo Jerry. Thank you, Stephanie, for sharing. At the end of the program, we're going to play a new game. It's called Stump the Coach. There I am, smiling smugly. I don't think you can stump me, but a great question will win you free passes to the national conference. One more time, my friend. Just talking about a free pass. Au contraire, mon frère. I'm talking about 2 free passes. All right, back to business. Now, here's our books. Do me a favor and sing the praises to your colleagues of either or both of these books. This is an unashamed commercial for our Amazon.com bestsellers. I got to tell you, my friends, about a month or 2 ago, both books were #1 on Amazon in their category. Thank you, Stephanie. Whole Brain Teaching for Challenging Kids, #1 in special ed, and we didn't even write it for special ed. Need to be on you at all times, says Nancy. Please run a book study at your school. Books, I can't wait for the new one. Thank you, Laura. And 122 Amazing Games was #1 in Common Core. Special ed and Common Core, oh my goodness. Enough with the commercial. Now, here's the new book. Here's the new book, my friends. Whole Brain Teaching Toward the Light. Letters to a Young Teacher. I want you to revolutionize your school too. But this is just from my heart, and it covers everything we know about teaching. Check it out. Look at the subtitle. I'm going to even get in really close so you can see the subtitle. And you're all young. That's right. Writing, reading, math, critical thinking, grammar, homework, academic language, review, assessment, motivation, direct instruction, collaborative learning, colleagues, rewards, first, seconds, minutes, and week, recess, lunchroom, preparation, fear, blessing, love, the big test, loners, favorites, and beloved rascals. The replacement to the old Harry Wong. God bless Harry Wong. One of my inspirations. All right. So that's the new book that's coming. Perfect for new teachers. You might even use it if you're not a new teacher. Who knows? I might have a few words that will be useful for you. Now, here's our new rules. Book is not out yet. Now, thank you so much for asking, Sandra. Here are our new Rhonda, probably in a month or two, we hope. The rules. Rule 1, follow directions quickly. Rule 2, raise your hand for permission to speak. Rule 3, raise your hand for permission to leave your seat. Rule 4, make smart choices. Here's character education. Kindness. Leadership. Courage. Invincible grit. And the brand new one, the 5th one, creativity. See, I'm drawing a picture. Tell me this, my friends, who has been using the character education new rules? Which rule is your favorite? How's it going in your classroom with character education? We've been rolling this out for a month now. My kids like Creative Friday. Fantastic, Blizzard. Melissa, you've been using it. Bonnie, you've been using it. Brainy Days, all but the last one. The last one's new. We have them memorized, says Gatona. Grit is my favorite. Grit might be one of my favorites too. That is new to me, and I use it, and I love it. Every day, my kids love Leadership Tuesday. My fave is Invincible Grit. Kindness all the way. My class loves True Grit. Julie Dupree, thank you so much for sharing. All right, so those are the 5 rules. We've been reviewing how to incorporate these rules into your classroom. But our point is that you don't want to do too much at the same time. So focus on kindness on Monday, leadership on Tuesday, courage on Wednesday, true grit, invincible grit on Thursday, and creative Friday, one a day. She knew it was kindness Monday, Paula. Wow. Geo Jerry, thank you so much. Yeah, grit is very important in many categories, including sports. What a lively group we have here today. Of course, we have a lively group every time. So this is the kind of idea. Here's a diagram for you. All the virtues every day. You messed up the order, Joanna. They said it's leadership on Tuesday. Bless those kids. Keep those hearts flowing, my friends. My friends, I'm so depressed that I only have 500,000 hearts. I'm looking for 1 million. Is that too much to ask for free stuff? Keep them hearts flowing up the screen. Oh my goodness. Stephanie says, when my beloved rascal is saying, yes, ma'am, and thank you, my heart swells with love. Isn't that incredible? You know what this is? This is my soapbox. I'm getting on the soapbox. If you want to hear Coach on his soapbox, just give me a lay it on us, Coach, because I'm on the soapbox now, my friend. I don't get on the soapbox too often, but it's time in America for some manners. In a presidential debate, candidates called each other liars 21 times. Can you believe it? Who are these knuckleheads? Presidential candidates this season are engaged in behavior we wouldn't permit from kindergartners. And this is the best our nation has to offer? My friends, what has happened to civility? You disagree with me? Okay. But that doesn't mean I'm stupid or you're stupid or I'm lying or you're lying. Let's talk about the issues. It's so disappointing. I'll take your vote for president, my friends. First thing I'll do is triple your salary. Can I get your vote? Look at that shameless profiteering. All right, my friends, enough of that. Enough of that. All right. So what I want to do is I want to get to the incredible 100 character education writing games. 100 character education writing games, critical thinking, topic sentences, paragraph constructions, essay organization, and moral behavior in only 5 slides. So my friends, hold your questions and comments until we get through these so everybody can see what I'm talking about here. I love you guys. All right, hang on just a second. Now, here's the first game. I'm going to move in close. So we tell the kids to pick a virtue. Kindness, leadership, courage, invincible grit, or creativity. Pick a virtue. Then pick a skill. Do you want to work on neatness or spelling or adjectives or vocabulary? Then fill in the blanks below as many times as possible. I show blank when I blank, and green means I need to see 2 grades higher. Let's just go over this first game. You tell the kids, here are the virtues, you pick one. Here are the skills, pick a skill. Do you want to work on neatness or spelling or adjectives or vocabulary? Just work on one of those skills. Then fill in the blanks as many times as you can, like a kid 2 grades older. Who's digging game 1 already? You see the flexibility. 4 skills, 5 virtues. That's 20 variations right there, my friends. And this ties the virtue into the child's own life. Here's what I've learned, and it took a long time. This is what I've learned. I don't know why it took me so long to learn it. You guys are way ahead of me. I'm just a college teacher. I learned that the more choices you give kids, the more engagement you get. So, choose a virtue, choose a skill. When you're writing, I don't want you to worry about 50 different things. Just worry about one thing, neatness, or using adjectives, or some vocabulary words, or spelling. Just pick one of those things and work on it. That's game 1. Who thinks they could use game 1 tomorrow in class? Let me hear it. I'm taking a drink of California Clear. I will. Me, says Kelstar. Meg says yes. Stephanie's in. For sure, absolutely. We're on the same page. God brought us together for a purpose, and that is to have fun teaching kids. Thank you, Sarah King. Dandelion, thank you. Now, we want to stretch the kids, and I will give you some more, Jeannie. We want to stretch the kids 2 grades higher. Start with your kinders tomorrow. Thing for morning work. All right, so notice that we want 2 grades higher. Neatness for my art students. Yes, Helen. Answer to your prayers. Thanks, Time to Teach. All right, here's game 2. Same thing. I show blank when I blank. Now write a sentence about the green blank 2 grades higher. Notice the scaffolding. First, just fill in that green blank as many times as you can. Second game, fill in the green blank and write another sentence about the green blank. The toughest thing to teach in college, and it's the toughest thing to teach in kindergarten. I know, I talk to Andrea Schindler, our kindergarten genius, all the time. Getting kids to add details. You agree that's pretty hard to get kids to add details? I'm done. No, write and then give me some more information. Scaffolded quoting. Yes, Jeannie. Yes, says Nancy. Oh my, yes, says Bo Huntress. Woo! Even in their coloring, yes, add details in your coloring. All right, so here's game 2. With 5 virtues and 4 skills, this is 20 more variations. So now you're at 40 versions of our writing game. Here's the third one. There's only 5. I show leadership when I blank and when I blank. Write me a sentence about the green blank. Write me a sentence about the blue blank. But here's the deal. Blue's got to be 3 grades higher. You understand what I'm saying by stretching the kids? Give me green 2 grades higher, but really scratch your head and go for 3 grades higher. Yes, Stephanie, it gets better and better. You're killing me, Coach. I hope in a good way. Raise that bar, says Nancy. Ms. Nixon loves it. Yeah, it makes you crazy, doesn't it? I'm done, says a first grade teacher. Brilliant, says Jay Stone. All right, one more time. So all you got to do is show the stinking slide. Why don't you let me just teach your class for you and we'll both be happier? Oh man, the hearts are flying up the screen. Tahoe Girl says, sure. Listen, here's the idea. Carefully scaffold 1 step at a time, but when the blue comes in, my friends, I want you to write even better than as a green. I need 3 grades higher. And you've got a little paragraph here. Paragraph. A topic sentence. I'll come to Southeast Ohio. A topic sentence. Blizzard wants me to teach your class. I'd love to. A topic sentence and 2 development sentences. And this is slide 4. Now, ho, 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 ho. I'd love to come to Melbourne, Florida. Now look what we're doing. I show invincible grit when I blank, blank, and blank. Yes, Meg. Going to take our morning ride to the highest level. It will, Stephanie. Compound and complex sentences. Yes, thank you, my dear Blizzard. You see this? Now red means 5 grades higher. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. I could have said red is 4 grades higher, but why not just blow their minds? Kinders, I want to see some 5th grade writing here. You chose neatness. I want you to be as neat as a 5th grader. You chose spelling. 5th graders do not make any spelling errors. You chose vocabulary. Look over there at the wall. 5th graders can use any of those words. So just scaffold it. But this is a unique kind of scaffolding. Scaffold it. And at every level, raise the stinking bar. 2 grades, 3 grades, a gimme big 5. It's going to change morning routine, huh, dude? 2nd grade teachers next year are going to be blown away by my smarters. Yes, they are, Stephanie. That's awesome. I'm in, says Joanna. Now, notice this is only the 4th slide. The 4th slide. 5th slide. You know what's coming. You feel it. Bats, you love it? I love it too. Here's the 5th slide. Give me a paragraph about the green blank, 2 grades higher, blue blank, 3 grades higher, and pull out the stops. Let me see a 5th grade paragraph, which has got to be pretty long in the 5th grade. We don't want no cheesy little paragraphs in the 5th grade. And that's it. Let's go over it quickly again. So no comments. Let me just go over it so you can see the mere 5 steps. I show one of the virtues when I do something, and you're choosing a skill, 2nd grade. Now, write a sentence about what you decided, keeping your skill or changing it. Now, add another detail and add another sentence. This is just the 3rd slide. 4th slide, amp it up to 5th grade level with 1 sentence, and there's the 5th slide. Thank you, Jeannie. So how do I get 100 out of this? I'm telling you. 5 virtues, 4 skills. Essay in the 1st grade, you're right, Ms. Kelly. Essay in kindergarten is what we've been doing. 4 skills, 5 virtues, 5 writing frames. That's 5 times 4 times 5. If my math is right, that's 100 writing games. A totally free, all-year character education composition curriculum. 100 writing games in 5 stinking slides for free. Let me know what you think. I just want to see it rolling down the screen here. Come on now. I rock. Thank you, Stephanie. Brilliant, says Justice. Dandelion says thank you. Stone says woohoo. Somebody else says love it. Oh, baby says golden lover. You're amazing. It's not me, my friends, because this is not public school. When I say it's not me, you know what I'm talking about. I wish I could tell you, and I will someday, my record of failure. I'm not going to get into it, but I'm telling you, I stood at the plate 1,000 times and struck out every single time. So it's not me. I'm the strikeout king. WBT is a game changer. Now, opera has nothing on Coach B. All right. Now, let's get right to it. Here we are. I'm going to get right to it. Who's ready? Tell us the story about turning over the table. All right, I'll tell you the story about turning over the table. Halfway through my college career, I was assigning quizzes. Nobody was doing the quizzes. I didn't understand how to get people to do the quizzes. There was a big metal table in the front of the room. And I got so aggravated, I flipped that table onto the front row. I'm lucky I'm not talking to you from behind bars. My friends, I was an extraordinary failure. However bad a teacher you think you were, I'm going to raise you 25 years of mistakes in the trenches. So don't go there with me like, oh, coach, I'm having so much trouble. You got challenging kids? My first students were Vietnam veterans with drug habits. I had a kid who told me that 2 weeks before he'd shot his captain 4 times. You got challenging kids? We're brother and sister right now, or brother and brother. Okay, so enough of that. I'll come back to that sometime. Let's. Who's ready for the tentative? Notice the big word, tentative WBT conference announcements. Who's ready? National conference is where this year? You are the guru. Thanks. Yeah, that's good. Conference details. Everybody's ready. I don't know. I just don't feel the excitement out there. I'm not seeing like 10,000 hearts flowing up the screen. Maybe I'll announce it next week. I don't know. How about some hearts, my friend? Probably we froze it because because people got too excited. I think we froze it. Yeah, frozen. Oh gosh. Tentative. Tentative. Just let me know, are you good with tentative? All right. I'm going to give it to you. Thank you. So, gone black. I can't type and give a heart at the same time. Thank you. My phone froze. All right. I'll calm down. Tentative is good. All right. So when it's for sure, I'll tell you for sure. So, tentatively, and I wouldn't even say this unless I was pretty sure, but let's keep it at tentative. Here's the first one. WBT K-12 National Convention in Nevada, mid-June, day 1 classroom management, day 2 lesson design and delivery, day 3 writing, breakouts for K2, 3, 5, and 6, 12. Who can make, and I'm not giving you the city, all right? I'll just leave that. Who's close enough to Nevada that this is going to work? Nevada's close. Vegas, baby. I'm not commenting. Maybe. I'll be there. Never. Air conditioning. Must have dates. Dates are coming. Just please be after we get out of school. Close enough. Not me, but I'll get there. Not me. Oh, yeah. All right. Golden Lover, no matter how far I will go, thank you. I'm so excited. All right, here's the second one. Here's the second one, my friends. Mid-July. Is mid-July better for you? Big South Convention in Louisiana. Not giving you the site yet. But we'll be in Louisiana, and we will be in Nevada tentatively. That might work, says Joanna. I'm going to that. July is better. Come to Oregon. I'd love to come to Oregon. I'll be at this one at Louisiana for sure. Somebody can go to both. Come on. Now, here's the thing about the Louisiana. Last year, Louisiana College, and for 8 years, they've been kind enough to host our national convention. We thank them from the bottom of our hearts. They're undergoing a reorganization. It's an outstanding school, but they weren't able to host the convention this year. We love them. So the convention will not be in Pineville, will not be at Louisiana College. Do not send them any mail. Next week or the week after, I hope to have the exact dates and the exact register and the exact location. Louisiana College is fantastic. Now, this is very important. Don't hold comments just for a second. 1 day early registration is coming for Sunday Scope viewers. Tell your colleagues to follow at ChrisBiffle or Periscope. This is how it's going. Does anybody have a problem with me opening up registration for 1 day to you and only to you? Why? I want to help more people on Sundays. And what will happen is I'll come on a Sunday and I'll say, here's the registration link only for you. Sign up in a hurry. That means you've got to get your friends going because you can't sign up more than you. Shouldn't I put you first? Is anybody on board with that? Can I get an amen? I mean, don't you matter as the creme de la creme on your Sunday, tuning in to an old guy talking about teaching? I'm getting lots of amens out there. I think I know where you guys learned that word. It will be a scope at the same time. It'll be a regular scope. Next week, I hope to have more details. If not, I'll tell you I don't have more details. If one of those falls through, I'll tell you one falls through. But this is tentative, and I'm pretty sure. Now, my friends, yes, it's time to play Stump the Coach, our brand new game. We're playing Stump the Coach right now. Get your whole school on board, get them all to register. Stump the Coach. Kinder Duo, get in a car and have a road trip. I'll answer questions about anything, from how to tame beloved rascals to developing student leaders. Class yes, mirror words, scoreboard, super improvers, recess squad, writing, reading, math, critical thinking, Common Core, preparing for the big test, anything. And if you ask a great question, you win guaranteed admission for 2 to either national convention. If I love your question, I'll announce you as a winner and immediately email Nancy Stoltenberg. Way to get admins to see the value is do a great job teaching. All right, there's a great question. Principal doesn't see the value in it because it is corporate, not grassroots. Keep plugging away and your test scores will testify. How do I handle my beloved rascal when he throws a temper tantrum? Question. So, one question at a time. How do I handle my beloved rascal when he throws a temper tantrum? You practice beforehand with an imitation temper tantrum. You get one of your good kids and you say, okay, I want you to pretend like you're so mad you're just pounding the desk. I'll say work harder and you go, I'm having a temper tantrum. Oh, good job, temper tantrum. Maria, I'm going to tell you something and I want you to pretend like you're crying. Maria, you need to pay attention. I'm crying. I'm crying. So practice the temper tantrum pattern before the tantrum occurs. Rehearse wrong way, rehearse right way. Who is the temper tantrum question person? Please come on board here. Who is that temper tantrum person? Rhonda. All right. So Nancy, Rhonda gets a free admission to the national conference. When will teachers get the respect and pay they deserve? That's an interesting question, and my answer to you in a word is never. It will not happen. We should be paid more than doctors, and I'll tell you why. A doctor just gets you back to normal. We get you to where you've never been. Do you see? A doctor fixes your heart. We grow your mind. So yeah, we will never get the pay and respect we deserve. Give me another question. How do I get my principal on board? The only way to get your principal on board is test scores. I hate to say it. Test scores and a reduction in the number of office referrals. But here's the thing. I'm taking off my glasses. Listen to me. Just stop the question just for a second. A lot of people are having problems with principals. A lot of people are having problems with getting their colleagues on board. Listen to me. You're not a whole brain teaching evangelist. There's about 10 or 12 of us who are evangelists, and it's a tough climb. You're a whole brain teacher. Your job is not to do anything except to serve your kids with your whole brain and make learning fun. If you do that, everything else will come to you. And I speak to you now as a Christian. If you serve your kids with your whole heart and your whole passion and make learning so much fun, everything else will come to you as it has come to us. I'll take a few more questions. I'm loving them. Testimony from my heart. Thank you. How can I use to help my students when he writes and reads everything like in a mirror? Oh, okay, let's do the reading one. This is a great question. The reading question. How do you work whole brain teaching into silent reading? So this is a great question. This person is going to get a guaranteed admission. So, person who asked the readed question, come back up and we'll get you a guaranteed admission. Let's just talk about reading. Reading with gestures is very important. Go to wholebrainteaching.com and download the Crazy Professor reading game. Look online at Chris Rexted's Crazy Professor reading game, whole brain teaching class. That shows you how to take 30 minutes of silent reading and break it into critical thinking development skills. So Nancy, did you get that person? I'll take one more question. How can we include cultural responsiveness and diversity in all WBT strategies in a Billy class? I'm not quite sure what in a bilingual class? Well, okay, let's take this last one. Defiant students refuse to participate. All right, let's take this one. Defiant students refuse to participate. What do we do? In a previous webcast, we talked about name yes. We talked about recess squad. I'll just talk briefly about recess squad, and this is our last one. I love these questions. Listen to me, no comments. This is huge. You put a box on the board and you label it recess squad. You're teaching along and you see some kids off task. Do not look at them. You look away and you say, some of my friends over here need a little more practice. You put an X in the box. You don't say who it is. The suspense is killing. Then, at recess time, you have a couple of the kids, whoever had X's in the box, you decide they're going to practice the rules. The number one rule that off-task students need to practice is the diamond rule. Keep your eyes on the target, please. And how do they practice? They just do this. 30 seconds of rehearsal. Short practices, no scolding. If you get angry at a challenging kid, you'll make it more challenging. Recess squad, brand new this year. And the diamond rule is crucial for off-task kids. What is an off-task kid? They're looking the wrong way. They should be looking here. They should be looking at you. They should be looking at a neighbor. You have a horrible time not scolding. Stop scolding because it makes your life worse. Yes. All right, my friends. We will be back next week. This is a great question. Nancy, take this person's name down. How can I use WBT with my own kids? This is Komula or something. You had the defiant question. Thank Chrissy Young. Recess Squad does. People who had the great questions, thank you so much. How do you use WBT with your own kids? Here's what you do. The most powerful techniques with your own kids, you say, kids, and they say, yes. And you say, hands and eyes, say something briefly to them, and let it go. I say you only need one rule at home. Keep your dear family happy. So a kid may claim that they're doing the right thing, but if the family's not happy, that's the judge. We will have whole brain teaching parent training coming up. And we only need one rule at home. Keep your dear family happy. And that goes for you too. Sorry to say. You know, my friends, I think we ought to make this a regular part of the program or have a separate program called Stump the Coach. Who's on board for Stump the Coach as a regular part of the program, even after the national convention? Some people like it. Yeah, me. Free advice, yeah. Stump the Coach. You know what we could do is you could email me the questions and then I could look at them and maybe do it that way. Thank you, Golden Lover. All right, my friends. When I have to bid adieu, let's look at what's coming up. What's coming up is next week, character education and math. And hopefully more info about the national conferences and math. I will have this PDF online before you can eat a cracker. Yes, Christy, you email her. I'll give you Nancy's email address right there. Nancy Stoltenberg, wholebrainteaching.com. Those are the people who won free admissions. We'll have some more contests next week. I love this format. You know, to do is just come on and answer questions, you know, because there's like 10 or 15 things that's driving everybody crazy, like you can't get your principal, your colleagues on board. We addressed that today. Yes, and I'll put jumping up and down like a little kid. Thank you, Chrissy. Rhonda, thanks. I love these too. They're helping me so stinking much. I didn't think I had any good ideas for character education writing, and then, woo! 100 writing games. We know principal is the problem. All right, so I'll put the PDF on as soon as I get off. And names and places flow down the screen. Where are you from? What grade do you teach? Are you all in with whole brain teaching? Only if you're all in. What's it take to be all in? Start typing. Your administration asks you all the time. Periscope, Meredith is in Sacramento, Columbia, South Carolina, Biloxi, Mississippi, Evans, Georgia, Arizona, Liz from Elizabeth, 2nd grade, California, Garland, Texas, New Brunswick, all in. Rhonda, thank you, from Wichita. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Deb from Yuma, of course. Sandy from Utah. Northern Illinois. Defuniac Springs, Florida. Duncan, Oklahoma. And your principal is listening. Hallelujah. Taiwan, all in. Thank you, back at you. All right, my friends. Until next week. I just don't eat or sleep. All I do is just dream of talking to you. This is my life dream come true. God bless us all, my friends. Power to the teachers. Power to the kids. Coach B saying goodbye till next week. See you soon.